Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we've got a brand new Kizer model here. I think this one is for the June drop, and we're looking at the retro, right? What is the retro all about? We got a Jordan, hopefully I'm saying that right, 3.54 inches on the blade, Nitro V steel, micarta, brass handle, and a liner lock. So this one should be interesting. We're going to go ahead and waste no time and dive right in. We got the new packaging, innovation, respect, sharing, right, with their new boxes and whatnot. There you go. If you want to pause there, take a look at that. You're more than welcome to. And of course, here is the knife. We got, of course, some paperwork. As usual, a wiping cloth, sticker, and even some additional hardware, which Kizer always does a really good job including the additional hardware, which is nice, much appreciated. Let's go ahead and make some room here. So we have the spotlight this knife deserves, shall we? And if you're liking this black background, let me know in the comments something different, right, as compared to the white background. But here we go, the retro. Man, we got silica gel and everything. This is definitely something I was not expecting at all. Holy smokes. For one thing, they brought back this micarta, which they were doing a little while back. I think it's a little bit different than the other type of micarta that I know they can definitely do. They have a deep pocket carry clip here that's a little bit on the thick side, so that should be interesting. It's also reversible on the other side. We do have this brass shield, right, on both sides. That kind of gives it not only a nice accent, should give it a nice little pop of weight as well. We have a sandwich construction with exposed liners and a matching micarta spacer, back spacer. Big hardware all around, needless to say, and I just lost a light right here. Give me 1 second. There we go. We should have we have that light back online now. Yeah, pretty straightforward. A little bit of gold accent on the pivot color right there. It is a front flipper, right? Plenty of jimping here for days. Dual section of jimping, which is nice. A little bit of a fuller as well. Thumb studs. Let's go ahead and get this thing deployed here, shall we? I know you guys are ready, and so am I. Here we go. Bam! The retro from Kizer, right? Very interesting knife here, to say the least. Let me give her a nice little wipe, right, so we can see it here in its full glory, right? Flat grind going on with a satin finish. Nitro V steel, a Jordan design, as we said earlier. Kizer lettering, a little bit on the bigger side, and it is going to be a liner lock. We do have access to that liner, by the way, so let me zoom in here if the phone wants to cooperate. Thank you. Look at that, guys. It's about a 20-ish%, 15-20% or so on the lock, and good access to the liner, by the way, from the show side. Nice, interesting cutout here, right? So we can access that liner there with no issues. Oh yeah, it's absolutely on ball bearings, 100%. Nice, very nice droppy action there, to say the least. Now it has a internal stop pin, and I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there it is from the inside. We can almost see the track, right, as well on the liners, right there, more or less. And there's that internal stop pin on both sides. So that's a nice little touch right there. Just notice that. Front flipper is money all day. Thumb deployment, of course, is good. Deploying off of the, deploying off of the thumb stud. That's also pretty solid. And we got this fuller, so, oh yeah, you already knew. You already knew that we were going to be able to deploy off of that fuller with our eyes closed. That's how good it is. You can even thumb deploy off of the fuller. So, I mean, as far as multiple deployment options, check, check, and check, right? Checked all the boxes right there for sure. Let's check out the ergos here, right? If I do the hammer grip with the index finger on that cutout right there, we are, yeah, good to go. Kind of gives me a little bit of Strider vibes, you know, the way the handle starts this thickness and then gets way thicker, way back here. I don't know why, but it does give me Strider vibes. You guys confirm with me in the comments if if you know what I mean. But yeah, definitely feels comfortable, and it definitely feels the hand right there on the hammer grip. I feel the pocket clip a tad bit, nothing crazy, a good 9 out of 10, if anything. And of course, it is reversible for lefties. If I can forward choke, yes, there's a little bit of a section right there where you can forward choke. And again, plenty of jimping for days, so you could rest your thumb here or further forward, like, or something like here, if you wanted to have way more control. But man, that is so far very interesting, sort of classy looking knife, right? I see the retro piece, the retro appeal, right? Especially with that shield right there in the middle, the handle getting a little bit thicker back there. It is a gorgeous drop point blade, there's no arguing that, with a beautiful swedge right? The fuller, I mean, everything just pretty well thought out on this design. So it's not just you know, another random design or anything. I feel like they definitely put some thought into this one. And man, that drop shot action is so good. I can't even make this up. I don't even know if it's coming across on camera, but it definitely feels really nice as far as that goes. And check out the milling on the inside. Definitely have some milling going on, some cutouts for weight reduction and stuff like that. So that is happening, no doubt. And yeah, did I mention big hardware everywhere? Because it absolutely has that. In case you're wondering, by the way, the shield does protrude a little bit higher than the micarta, right? Just in case it doesn't. In case you were wondering, it doesn't sit like 100% flush. It definitely, you can feel it, right? Kind of being a little bit raised above the micarta. And I'm pretty sure that was intentional because it is the same on both sides. So yeah, I've been rambling about this one for quite a bit. Truth is, I am digging it. So let's go ahead and scientific cutting test time. Here we go. We said this was Nitro V. All right, feeling nice and fresh right there. 5x zoom for some extra scientific points. Oh yeah. I mean, so far so good. Yeah, good slices. I mean, obviously it's going to cut through this paper. We have a good size blade right there. It has some belly to it, so I'm trying to make sure I don't like taper off the cut. But there we go. Yeah, definitely no issues there. I got a single wall piece of cardboard cutting at a diagonal angle here for some extra performance. And yeah, just like you would expect, Nitro V putting in some work. This one has a little bit of tape on it, so it does slow down on the tape area, but you know, carrying the cut nevertheless, as you would expect. Now, obviously, having some tape on the cardboard means, unfortunately, we have some gunk on the blade. Here's break-free COP, which I absolutely recommend for stuff like this, right? It is a cleaner, lubricant, and preservative, 3-in-1, and cleaning the blade has never been easier. Just want to spread the solution there, maybe a couple drops, more or less, on the knife. Give it a nice little, you know, kind of move the solution around. You can use your fingers very carefully, you know, good 30 seconds, a minute or so, take your time, and should be able to come right off. I'm going to give it a nice little wipe right here now with a wiping cloth I got laying around specifically for this. I got so many of these all over the place. Here we go, right? Once you wipe it off, it is absolutely clean, like nothing happened right there. That gunk is gone, right? Break-free COP, right? I showcase it every now and then. It definitely does a really good job. Can't recommend it enough, and it will be linked down below, just like this knife and every other knife you'll see here in a second when we do our size comparisons. Starting right up here with the Microtech Stitch, right? Take a look. Stitch is definitely going to give it a run for its money. It's a little bit larger. Same thing here with the MSI from Microtech as well. You guys be the judge there. Here's the PM2, Spyderco PM2 and Para 3. So very close to the PM2 size-wise, right? The Para 3 is a little bit shorter. Here's the Demko AD 20.5 and the Kunwu Chad. So I want to say maybe, yeah, definitely a lot closer to the Chad, but the Chad is still a little bit larger there by comparison. Civivi Vision FG, of course, on the budget end, and Kizer Militaw, another banger from Kizer. So very close size-wise there to the Militaw, no doubt. And last but not least, there's the CJRB Pyrite Light and the Vosteed Porcupine button-operated liner lock. So these are going to be a little bit shorter. I mean, there's no doubt the retro here is definitely a large EDC through and through. I'll give you a good read on it here, about 8 inches. Yeah, 8 inches on the dot overall length, about 3.5 on the blade, about 3.25 cutting path. And that handle is going to be a whopping a little bit over 4.5, like 4.55, 4.6 inches, more or less, right? Should give you an idea. Hopefully you own some of these knives. But yeah, Kizer with, you know, their on a roll drop on a monthly basis. 2025 has been a killer year for Kizer, no doubt about it, right? Banger after banger after banger. One thing that definitely stands out for me on this one is the whole full area, right? That looks really, really good. Thumb deployment is as you would expect, easy to reverse flick. Front flipper is money, especially. And again, the dual jimping zones right here is a W in my book. So that definitely very classy, very retro looking, right? With the micarta, with the brass, like we said earlier. Kizer is absolutely killing it. Of course, you guys let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it, right? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section below. Let's talk everything Kizer knives and EDC knives down in the comment section. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.